Alright. On this episode of Baldur's Gate Enhanced Edition, I wanted to go back to an earlier playthrough, and the main reason why is because coming down to the very last confrontation with Sarevok, I have realized that there is a few factors that really that the game is making you take into consideration, and one of them is the fact that prior to the final confrontation, the game is going to make you is going to force you to make a choice, and it's going to take away one of your characters. And this is upon arriving back in Baldur's Gate, and so you have a choice. I realize that you actually have a choice to be captured by the Flaming Fist and then brought before the new acting guard who is taking the place of Scar. So what I wanted to do was load the game back to a much earlier part when all of my party members were alive, and see if there is some way that I'd be able to save all of my characters without losing a single one to my initial beating with the new leader of the Flaming Fist, who I believe is now being run by a fellow named Ultaunt or something like that. Name begins with a U. So, looking at my saves here, the majority of them, of the last 8 or 10 or so, have the character who was chosen to be slain by the new acting guard of the Flaming Fist is dead. So I would have to go all the way back to the start of Chapter 7 in order to replay that part. And hopefully have a much more favorable outcome of that initial meeting with the new leader of the Flaming Fist. So what I'm hoping is that maybe there's going to be an option where I'd be able to just sidestep the whole meeting. Maybe I'd be able to just make a quick dive into the sewer. You know, I mean, considering that I've already investigated all of the possible scenarios, and I know where to find key individuals as a result of my subsequent playthroughs, I'm not going to go directly back to Baldur's Gate right away. I'm going to head down to Beregost because I have all of those scalps still. So I am...
It will be done.
You're a queer fellow.
My honor is as you
I
will.
am going to
With Helm's blessing.
take the opportunity to see if because I'm pretty sure after leaving the
What you want?
Candlekeep dungeons that my bags are just absolutely cluttered, and they are. So I'm going to take the opportunity and I'm going to visit Beregost instead of heading directly to the Baldur's Gate, and then I'm going to hit up Feldy Post and the jovial juggler in order to talk to Officer Vi, and then see if I can still get
You're a
gold
queer
for 24 bandit scalps.
With Helm's blessing. As you will.
Yes?
They did quite a number on me, those half-ogres. There's a band of them fortifying themselves to the mountains south-southwest of here. If you could give them a taste of justice, that would do me proud. I believe I've already dealt with them.
We follow the righteous path. The path of hell.
Yes?
Fine work. News of the battle has reached me even here. In an effort to encourage such deeds of righteousness, allow me to present you with this shield. The Sword Code needs more heroes of this sort, especially in times as dark as these. And the reputation is increased by 1.
That called?
Throwing axe +2. Let's see, where is that shield? There it is.
What are you need? My honor is my life.
So, but let's see, is this Officer Vi? Oh, that's a flaming fist mercenary. Here she is. Officer Vi is all the way in the back room.
Can I assist you?
Okay, great. And the deal is still on, so sell everything.
Yes?
They wish my ear?
Helm, give me strength with Helm's blessing. With Helm's blessing. With Helm's blessing.
I can make whatever you wish for a wee little bit more than me competition.
So I'll just have, I'll just buy the identify on this. It says it's an armor class +2, medium shield +1. So it's
I can make
fairly
whatever
typical,
you wish
actually.
for a wee little bit
Collected
more
a few
than
of these already. Longsword +1, Warhammer +1, diamond, sell, sell, sell. Go ahead and sell those darts of. And we got these fire arrows and so many arrows here. Sell that. All of those. Not going to use the katanas. I won't get the proficiency for them in time. So, but maybe on my next playthrough, you know, I'll have Rasan, and then I'll get those 3 NPCs into my party for the sake of that achievement. I think it's Rasan and Nira and Dorn all need to be in my party. I'm not sure what's so significant about those 3 being in your party at the same time, but they said that there was an achievement for it, so so that and
Is that called?
okay, so wand of fire. this lightning bolt. Okay, I just feel like I could do a little bit better. Some of these guys. We can go to Feldy Post and I'll be able to sell my jewelry to him, as well as magical stuff.
Yeah!
You want some whiskey?
So, yeah.
My honor is my life. By hell!
You need only glad to. I got some cheap beer for you. I gotta stop dipping into me own ale.
So I can go ahead and just sell this, and well, I've got the spell for it. I don't know what sequencer does. This spell allows a wizard to store 2 spells and activate them both at the same time from his special ability button. Both spells from the 2nd level or lower. Both spells must be of 2nd level or lower. And it's only going to be 2 spells and activate them both at the same time. So, I am not sure how that is, how that would even be useful at a time of battle. I could imagine like being able to cast 2 magic missiles at the same time and then followed up by another magic missile. But I mean, the way that the game is programmed, you can always just go ahead and push the space bar to pause the game and then cast your spell and then pause again and then cast it again. So, what exactly is the purpose of minor sequencer? I'm not exactly sure. I'll just play around with it and see what happens. Still got these old letters here. They just clutter up the bag, you know. Just seems to be pointless at this time. After all is said and done, holding up onto those letters was really not all that important. And yeah. There's some letters that just have no value whatsoever, so I'm not able to sell them. And those would be like the ones that are not related. They are not bounty hunter notices. Okay, well, now it's nice to see that my bags have been emptied somewhat, and that means that I am now free to say I got this Wand of the Heavens that nobody can use, so I'm sure I'm going to sell that.
I got me some nice looking waitresses, don't I?
Can't sell it to him. He's not interested in wands.
Yeah! As you will.
suppose that somebody at the Burning Wizard would be interested in wands.
With Helm's blessing.
You want some whiskey?
Nope, no one interested here. I'll talk to this little thief. I remember he was saying something. You're a godsend. And all that gold I took from you. I may be a kleptomaniac. At least I'm an honorable one, right? Here's 100 gold pieces for your help too. Consider it done. So Zerlong's missing boots. Worn whispers. Oh, okay. So I turned into boots, and then I got 300 experience and 125 gold. Was it worth it? Because as far as I understand, those boots were actually used by my thief at the time.
Do you want to tell me a story about trollops and plugtails,
With Helm's
please?
I don't know. The only benefit that they provided was the, I think it was like 15% to hide in the shadows and 15% to open locks or something. It was really a very minute benefit for a rogue. So I don't really care about losing those boots anyway. I don't think they even contributed to save throws against missile attacks in any sort of way either. So so it really doesn't matter to me. Alright, now after all that's said and done, we can go ahead and head on back to Candlekeep. But remember that prior to the start of Chapter 7, I was having to go through the dungeons, and I had no space in my inventory, right? So, you know, but I was coming across these tombs, and I was coming across enemies, and they were dropping all this nice stuff, and I wasn't able to pick any of it up. So what I was hoping that I'd be able to do is go to a vendor after getting out of those dungeons, and then coming back and helping myself to all the stuff I had to leave behind. So now that I'm here, back at the backside of Candlekeep, it doesn't appear that there's any way back into the dungeon. So I'm holding down the tab key and I'm looking for interactables, and I just don't see any way to get back in there. Well, that's a shame, you know, because I mean there's just so much loot that I left behind. I didn't even identify it. Didn't even bother.
What's the best? I will require rest soon.
Well, Minx and Pompey are both being whiners. They want to rest, so I guess I'll go ahead and... They've only been traveling for the last 48 hours. And then now I guess I have no choice. I'm just going to go straight to Baldur's Gate. And upon arriving, I believe I'm going to be intercepted by a member of the Flaming Fist. But not before I can save, apparently. So this will be the start of... So...
Whatever they need.
I want to take a look. There was a spell, I believe, that would where I'd be able to cast invisibility on my whole party. And doesn't appear to be the case now. Looking for it. Now I got protection from you. So, maybe not in this game.
As you will.
If there's any Flaming Fist, I'm just going to have to run. So the unlucky thing is that if I actually, yep, there they are. Run. Don't let yourself get caught by the Flaming Fist. Don't let it happen. Because they're going to tell you that you need to go, that there's a bounty out for your head, and you have to go in front of the new leader of the Flaming Fist. And then depending on how all that plays out, you could wind up losing one of your party members. So I'm just going to go ahead and walk in here in the undercellar. So I believe that you're going to be able to find Krysten and Slythe down here. So.
Look at Krysten, honey. It's the heroes
And there
of the Sword
is
Coast.
Slythe.
They're the real deal.
So Slythe and Krysten, oops, sorry, are madly in love with each other, but they're actually supporting the bad guy, Sarevok. They're his henchmen and responsible for many deaths. Leading up to Sarevok's rise and his coronation, he'll be taking over as Duke of Baldur's Gate unless if you do something about it.
My honor.
Alright, and we're going to go ahead and grab these letters.
What you want?
I'll have him grab the flask of thievery, and now we are looking for Krysten, who has cast some magic and has made her
Yes?
difficult to detect. There she is. So now we'll finish her off.
Stand ready.
We need spell thrust.
They wish my
We need to peel a couple of onions off of this mage, a couple of layers off her onion, as she is just a little overpowered. And there you go.
Not a problem.
So now both Slythe and Krysten are dead, and those would be the two assassins who have been in the pocket of Sarevok for quite some time. So, taking a look here, just right clicking on these. Don't know what this is. The Grave Binder. Ooh. Speed factor of 0, so Longtooth, the Grave Binder. Discovered relatively recently by adventurers in the south, the abilities of this weapon went unknown for several years. Magical tomes eventually revealed its extensive history as an assassin's tool, and it was dubbed the Grave Binder. It was stolen soon after. And here's a sling +1. So I'm going to go ahead and drop those over at the fellow who uses bullets. And he has the Dagger of Venom +2. And she can use this, or I believe that I gave her a proficiency point in quarterstaffs. So this is a 1d4 +2 dagger, and this is a 1d6 +2. For a dagger, that's pretty high. I am going to keep the Dagger of Venom +2 on him. So
My honor is my life.
do I want to collect these scrolls and sell them? Try to sell them again at a vendor? What's the point, you know? But I think I will take a couple of them with me. These, this one in particular. So you just never know how useful a
I stand ready.
Do they wish my
protection from normal
You're a
missile
lawyer,
spell
fellow.
might be, or protection spells in that case.
Give me strength.
Oh, here's another sword. Looks like it might be a bastard sword. It's a Shadow's Blade, +3. So, the Shadow's Blade was created to be a perfect assassin's tool. It is highly sought after by any who settle differences with a blade, and many that possess it do not do so for long. So, obviously, this is an upgrade for Emily, who has a short sword +1 and a +2 sword in the other hand. So 1d6 +2, and this is a 1d6 +3. Throwing it into her offhand, she subsequently now has a 16-19 Thaco. If I were to switch the weapons around, she has a 15-20. So better in her offhand, and now she does more damage.
My honor is my life. Helm, give me strength. As you will.
So I'm not sure if they have a vendor here in the Undercellar.
I will require rest soon.
Oh, wow. I don't know why Pompey's tired again all of a sudden, but
We
I
follow the
guess
righteous
we did
path,
travel from
Path of hell.
Candlekeep to here. Let's see, what is in this particular doorway? More sewers. Have I been here before ever?
With helms
Doesn't show that I have.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm going to find a vendor sitting in one of these rooms on my way as I make my way around. So, looks like Diller, even though he runs the Undercellar, is not a very courteous host. So, this is the doorway that leads to the Blushing Mermaid. I'm going to go ahead and walk out this way.
With Helm's blessing.
Here's a guy named Bork. I don't know
Hey,
what
friend.
his purpose is.
Good to meet a fine sod
So
such as yourself.
he's the one who'll rent me a room. I'll go ahead and rent one from him, since Pompey needed rest. And if there is any vendors here, doesn't appear to be the case. So, this is the door that leads to the outside. I'm not sure if I really want to walk out there. I am scared that I'm going to bump into the Flaming Fist. And, so he's the fellow who's going to tell me that Scar was killed and by a doppelganger. So I have a choice to make. Do I want to walk above ground where I'm going to have I'll have to continually run from the Flaming Fist, or want to walk underground where I just have to navigate through the mazes of the sewer system, and then hopefully pop up like somewhere at the Coronation, possibly. Or maybe at the Iron Throne. I need to stop by there so that I can put an end to Cythandria's mind control over Sarevok. So then that way I'd be able to go with Tomoko's ending, which is to save Sarevok from his madness or his mind control that apparently is happening as a result of certain mages in the game. Here's a rat child. You're a sweaty little dogman. Don't scare me. So we'll just go ahead and dispatch these foes with magic. Afford it.
My blade will cut you down to size.
Ready.
And they have all been dealt with readily. So we'll just grab all the arrows.
You need only ask. Be glad to. Whatever you need.
And what are you doing way down there, Jontis?
My honor is my right. As you will.
Looks like I've aggroed something in combat, and then it fades. Here it is.
You need only ask.
So is he the one who's collecting all the arrows, or is he? Surprised to see that you guys don't.
Helm. Yeah.
Dina's like, you guys still don't know what these arrows are by looking at them? I swear we picked up over 200 of them. Mace is like, oh, you know, I just don't know nothing. I've only got an intelligence of 9. I don't really know anything. That's why I have Dina. Right, Dina? That's what you're supposed to be here for, right? And then she's like, well, none are better. So we're just going to walk over here, and well, that's interesting. So going down this passage over here and then coming back up that way just pretty much brought me right back to where I was. Just tromping around in a sewer. What fun. Would be more fun if the game would actually switch to like a 3-dimensional mode, and then we would suddenly be playing like 3rd edition Baldur's Gate, like they did in some RPGs like Might and Magic. And sometimes the game was 3-dimensional, and sometimes it was 2-dimensional, depending on which game you were playing.
With Helm's blessing.
This is a new part of the sewer I haven't been in before. I just wonder where it all leads. Suppose that it's all connected to some places. I think that these ladders here. Oh boy, what the heck is this dude doing? He looks like a really nasty beggar, making sounds of a zombie. Stop where you are, pale child. Your flesh, it's all green and alive and crawling. What has done this to you, foolish one? You mistake a schlopsch, a blessing for a curse? What is this meager flesh in the fash of the seraphic beauty? It is Shlumpsha, who has done this to me, and be blessed because he grants you the same privilege. What does that mean? He's like a leper or something. He's just contaminated with some sort of rot. on his skin, on his body, and he's considering it a blessing. Disgusting. Oh, this is it. Slumsha, the Sewer King, halt, my children. We have guests among us. Ah, yes, I can sense you now, and your leader, a child of books. You were, books are good, and child of fate. I have heard of you, Pompey. I have heard your name whispered down the stony halls, where the drips of water mingles with the gurgling of the dead. They have wanted you dead, you know. Who are you, and who are these shambling creatures that you surround yourself with? Who has wanted me dead? Have you? Let's see what's relevant about what he's talking about, or let's find out more about him. Who am I? Who indeed? It has been so long since I have a hideous form and shape like you. Ha! In your mind, I see things I recognize there. A place you called home once. Stop entering into my mind. I know not how you do it, and I like it less. Candlekeep. Until the springtime, it was the only place I had ever known. Yes, because I'm just forthcoming with information with all kinds of mysterious people, including those who inhabit sewer systems. Candlekeep, I was there, wasn't I? Yes, I was in my younger form, when I was a mage, so proud of my talent, of my craft. But I was descended that long ago, and left it behind. I have awakened an older hunger in me, a hunger of substance, child. Come closer that I may gorge myself on you. So, this is a trouble most foul indeed, and they must be dealt with henceforth.
Whatever they need.
I am just going to hazard a guess that I can go ahead and cast a fireball on them. Little that they can do. Yes, fire usually kills. It works very effectively on undead.
Yes?
I am going to go ahead and cast Greater Malazance and hopefully be able to reduce their save throws by -4. And it worked somewhat. And so there we go. This party of ne'er-do-wells, sewer-dwelling ne'er-do-wells, fall beneath the weight of my swords, my might, and my magic.
With Helm's blessing.
And I'm just going to move on. 'Cause what a curious diversion that was, indeed. So it says here that I'm suffering, yes, Lick is suffering from weakness. His strength is a 13, so
What area you need?
My honor is my life.
and I
Helm,
suppose that was
Give me
something that
strength.
happened as a result of my last my recent altercation with Schlumpa of the sewers, and I don't know whether or not I'm going to be able to get the strength back without a remove curse ability. So I'll go ahead.
My
And,
father was a miner, and my mother was a miner before
with
him.
Helm's blessing.
I'll just go ahead and proceed as normal.
Evil round every corner. Careful not to step.
Yeah.
Here's another part of the sewer. Here's Rat Child and his band of kobolds. They weren't very impressive fighters either. It seems in Baldur's Gate that there really isn't that many impressive encounters that you have to deal with. I mean, there was the warband in the Blushing Mermaid that you have to deal with. These are sanitation workers.
Hello, pal.
But and then there's Sarevok's men that you're gonna come across, and as you progress through the main quest line. But besides that, I mean, you know, the truly challenging encounters are far and few in between, and you can actually avoid the more challenging ones as you skulk about in like the sewers, for instance, or and just look for the less challenging encounters so that you can get experience and any of the powerful trinkets that you can come across, you know, especially being sold at the vendors, such as the magic shop. So here I am at this particular junction, and it looks like down here, if I were to make my way over here, that there is unexplored sewer segments over here that would probably benefit me to know what's over there. I'm just going to head in this direction and head over here. Okay, so not every sewer is going to lead to a destination. Some of them just kind of abruptly end. Now I think that in my hey, we got worms here that will freeze you. Paralytic worms. They can be bad, but not for my party, since we're all really advanced and strong. So our save rolls are going to save us from being paralyzed. And our combat rolls are going to slay them without too much trouble. So I'm just going to wait for Imowen to come to her senses so that we can see what's at the top of some of these ladders here, and see where they pop out in different parts of the city. So what I'm really particularly interested in are these ladders, where they seem to have like an inset and a little light shining upon them. You know, they seem to be more significant than, say, these ladders that are just on the side of a wall. So I'm wondering if they're going to lead into like the interior of a building or something like that. This one has taken me to just outside of Ilmater's shrine. A particularly useless temple because the priest there doesn't offer any sort of services. So I'm just going to head over here, and if that is the one that leads to Ilmater's,
You must gather your party before venturing.
so then I guess that one of these in this area must lead to Ducal Palace. Let's see. And then there's just dead bodies in there. Wonderful. So here we are, and that is funny because we suddenly went from being next to Ilmater's shrine, which is over here, and then we're suddenly over here, which is just outside of the Iron Throne. So here's the Iron Throne headquarters. So traveling only about 20 feet has moved us about 4 screens in the game world. So the sewers is the fastest way to travel if you need to be someplace like right away. Oh crap, I didn't know that the Flaming Fist was here.
As you will.
Quickly get back into the tunnel.
With Helm's blessing.
So get away from that door or that sewer grate, because what's going to happen is that the Flaming Fists are going to follow you into the sewer. I want to say possibly, because they did follow me one time into the sewer, and then I just walked back out really fast, and then they were like lost in the sewer. They didn't know where to find me. They didn't see that I actually walked back out again right away. Alright, so that's where that door leads, and it goes right back to the Underbelly, which is like basically a brothel that is set up in the sewers. So it must smell terrible in the Underbelly. Just absolutely putrid.
Camaraderie, adventure, and
As you will.
So I'm going to see where...
right, boo?
This is where all the spiders are at. And I think that if I take this, it's going to pop me up right over by Lucky Yellow's. No, it drops me off over here by the mage
With Helm's
shop. So I'll be able to sell the Wand of the Heavens. Oh, this is Tomoko. Okay.
These are troubled times.
I apologize for not being more open. These are troubled times. You'd be permitted to speak a moment. I believe I have something you wanted to hear. Perhaps we could help each other. I would know to whom I am speaking. So this is the first time you speak to Tomoko, and she's not going to ask you to save Sarevok's life at this time, I believe. You may call me Tomoko. I do not presume to be your friend. Apparently, she's somebody who grew up with Sarevok, but I shall explain myself further in detail when I have time. Until then, I have but one thing to say. The one who claims to heal Duke Elton's sickness is the one who breeds it. Okay, so that makes a lot of sense. Typically, is the case. So I don't mean anything rude here with Gorion. In fact, I, as a good character, I feel esteemed every time I think about Gorion and how he has raised me up. But that was not the family that knew you and knows you now. I think you feel the pull, and I think you strain against it still. Again, you see that I know much of you, perhaps more than you know yourself. There are three things your strength incarnate. There is love of life, there is fear of death, there is family. Who hates me? What have I done to deserve such hatred? What have you done? You exist, and chaos will be sown. That is the way it was intended, though I hope to change it. I must go, and you must go to Duke Elton. Protect him, and from his own healer. I will wait for you at the Flaming Fist headquarters. You shall speak again and ask of you. So Duke Elton, I believe, is the leader of the Flaming Fist. And if I go directly to the Flaming Fist, then I'm not going to have any support from the new acting commander of the Flaming Fist. And then that's going to lead to, I believe, one of my party members being slain. And I want to face all of the coming challenges with a full party. So I am going to go ahead and save my game here. I'm going to call this Spoke Tomoko Part 1. There's two parts of Tomoko, and I believe that the second part is when you're going to go before the Flaming Fist. And perhaps this is a meeting that I'm not going to be able to avoid. I need to eventually face the Flaming Fist if I'm going to save Duke Elton, for instance. So I'm just going to turn myself in. Going to turn myself in.
with Helm's blessing.
So I'm gonna set up a save here.
You need a new tailor. Your clothes are absolutely dreadful.
Save. Okay, what is your trouble, lady? So she's the one who tells me about Sarevok's coronation, and I'm gonna save prior to my engagement. Dialog. Save. I serve the flaming fist. Halt and hold. You stand accused of murder, most foul. You must lay down your arms and come with us by the order of Angelo Dosan. He's the new leader of the Flaming Fist. And Scar has been killed by a doppelganger, according to the thief that we saw in the Blushing Mermaid. Such is his order, and I cannot alter it. It is your choice. I have no wish to fight you. I am no murderer. I welcome the chance to prove it. A wise decision, and a fair chance shall be provided. Okay, here we go. Standing before Angelo once again. So, Commander Angelo Desan. These are the ones you wanted for the murder of the Iron Throne leaders. So, these are the infamous murderers, finally brought to justice. I am Angelo, Commander of the Flaming Fist. I will be your judge, jury, and executioner. Please pardon the cliche. You aren't the commander of the Flaming Fist. The title belongs to Duke Elton, someone who deserves it. You're a pretender, rather ugly. I remember choosing this option the first time that I came through here on my last attempt to make sense of the events that were unfolding here in Baldur's Gate. I am going to go with a more diplomatic approach, hopefully, and display more tact. Hey, come on now. We all know that you're in the employee Sarevok. We'll pay you more if you let us go. Laugh now, Angelo, when your arms and legs are severed and you're lying on the ground crying like a little baby, and you'll see who'll have the last laugh. So the dialogue options here just aren't very good. I think it's going to ultimately lead to someone in my party just being killed. Now that we are done with pleasantries, I'll make my decision. I had thought long and hard of your sentence, and I should give you delivered in my hands. The choice is an obvious one. For the charges of murder, theft, and other, I declare that each of you shall be taken to the bazaar, where you shall be hanging by your neck until you're dead. So the nice thing is that I didn't actually tempt him with enough anger in order to cause him to kill one of my people outright. Thus, their dead body would be on the ground here, and all of their stuff would be left inside of the Flaming Fist, with it impossible for me to retrieve without getting my party together in order to kill them. And
Useful gadgets I have. Yes, I do.
and then cause my reputation to drop to the point where I wind up losing my entire party. Hey you, I wonder. So yeah, it's a game-ending scenario. Hey you, I wonder how you got out of your cell. Did someone leave it open, or perhaps you managed to pinch my key? Oh no, you haven't. So are you the group that's wanted for murder on 3 different counts? Don't try to deny it. I know it's you. My name is Neb. Who cares what your name is, Neb? Just shut up. Neb, do you know what's going on in the city lately? So why are you in prison, Neb? I killed some little street urchins. There's such a clutter in the city, you know. They scream good too, especially like the little girls. Filthy monsters, shut your mouth. Hey, I was just trying to be friendly.
Useful gadgets I have. Yes,
So I've got a way out of here, you know. Hidden it well, haven't I? Search all you want, but you won't find it. So this is where I'm going to. I wonder if making myself a friend will make Neb tell me where it's at. So it makes a little illusion craft with this thievery. Sure. I'll tell you what. Murderer to murderer now. Monster to monster. Are you wanting out? Please, we'll do whatever it takes. It's more important that we get out of here. Sure. Everyone's wanting out. But does this world really want us out? Maybe it's safer if we all just stay in here. Monster, murder. How many little children passed away at Neb's hands? Not 1, not 2, not 4, not 7, nor 12, nor 20, but the next one in the sequence. Okay, great. This is just some silly game he's making me play now. See, the last time I was able to get out because all I did was attack him, and then and then instantly I was just outside of the prison. So let's see here. Let's play a little game. And what's this sequence? 1, 2, 4, 7, 12. 1, 2, 4, 7, 12. So it looks like odd, even, odd, even, and it'll be an odd number of some kind. I'm guessing it is going to be 41, 33.
Keep your straw and
Okay, I'm just gonna kill him.
Stone protects the pig.
He said, I'm getting out of here. Take my key and get out of here. So he gave me the key after I attacked him. He just gives me the key and he runs away and he says, you're no fun. So I don't care. Because he's evil, right? So I just don't care what evil people think about fairness or what they think is fair. It wasn't very fair for what he did to those children, for sure. Depriving them of their lives and stuff. But he cares more about his silly little game than he does about the livelihood of others, especially those who are rather vulnerable. Okay, so I believe that I need to speak with Tomoko again so that I can have the option to save Sarevok. There's actually two endings, I believe. One is to save Sarevok and the other is to kill him. So before I can save Sarevok, I need to talk to Tomoko again. I will just say, speak with Tomoko to save Sarevok. And that is one of the possible endings. I'll just go ahead and do that this time. So I'm pretty sure that there's going to be
Yep. I've done had
an
enough of this.
enemy over here. I mean, the Flaming Fist is going to be standing over here while I'm trying to make my way over to Tomoko, and there she is. So
I must talk to you in private. These are troubled
you have my
times.
word. I shall honor your promise as best as I can. So I'm promising before I even hear what the deal is, and so I already know the dialogue options I have to make in order to make this promise. I shall strive to stop him and do what I can to see that he lives. Thank you. I will seek them out. So she told me about Krysten and Slythe,
As you will.
but I've already killed them in the sewer. So now I'm just going to head over to the Iron Throne and depose of the de facto leader Cythandria. Before I head over to the coronation that's taking place at Ducal Palace. And
As you will.
Leave me be, or the guard will have you.
so I already know the dialogue options that I want to choose here. I'm just going to try to make this quick.
As you will.
There's going to be countless amounts of these NPCs who want to talk to me as they're running out of the building. I could choose to kill them, or I could choose to let them go. I think if I'm assuming this correctly, that any of the named NPCs here will actually show up at the final battle and help me defeat Sarevok. And I think I'm going to need a lot of help. So
Yes?
So that's another one who I can count on to be there at the end, I believe. So that's 3 NPCs. That's 4.
Yeah!
Touch me not! You are unclean.
Okay, and I don't know if she's actually going to
No time to
be in the
chit-chat.
final battle, since she sounds like a business person rather than a warrior.
With
And
helms,
he's the one who fills me in that the coronation is being held at Ducal Palace. Oh, I still have no idea where to get invitations for this event.
as you will.
And this is a rather powerful mage, I want to say. So nice to see that I'm entering this encounter with both of my mages, all of my party members, and going to go ahead and cast haste on my party if I can. Doesn't look like that's possible, so I'll just cast alright, and she's using some pretty powerful magic in order to keep my characters confused. And I'll just do the same magic right back. This is not good. Minsk might die. Not good. So, where is the heal? Casting the Minsk. It was possible. He wasn't able to hang in there. Cancel.
My honor
So,
is my
what I want to do is rest here. May not rest here.
life. As you will.
So, go ahead and let me see if there is any good magic abilities that I can cast. It doesn't look like it. Guess I'll go ahead and cast this animate undead because I just don't know what it entails. And what the heck? I'll just summon more monsters. since she does the confusion spell, I mean, I need to give her, my enemies more things to attack. That would be very helpful. Go ahead and attack her if you can, my minions, and get this creature off of Minsk if possible. I think it's no, it's a Jantas. Good. And is she vanquished yet?
What you want?
All my characters are just kind of running around like crazy. It's kind of nutty, actually. Let's see. Gonna cast heal on Emily. She's going to plead for her life. It's too late. She's dead. Go ahead and cast it again. And again.
Yep.
You point, I punch.
Okay, it looks like there's a helpful thing here. It's actually the diary of Sarevok.
Yeah.
They wish my ear.
Grab that, grab these letters, and grab the diary. Opal ring. This is a robe of cold resistance. There are many of those where they came from. So, diary, 14th of Elent, 1365. Today, Cormyr has instituted a ban against the Iron Throne from operating within their borders. While this is a great blow to the Iron Throne, it is a perfect opportunity for Realtar to approach the Iron Throne High Council with his proposal. If things go well, we could begin the operation within a year. 25th of Marpanoth, what a name of a month, 1365. Davorn has sent a message to Realtar, informing him that the mine at Cloakwood has been drained and is ready for use. This revelation should help greatly in convincing the Throne High Council. 2nd of Nightal, 1365. The Iron Throne Council has agreed to support Realtar's plan. He has given all the resources he needs. He has been given all the resources he needs, as well as leadership of the project. I have expressed the interest to my father, and he has promised to include me with his operations along the Sword Coast. He mentioned Mother in our conversation, how I wasn't to be unfaithful to him, as she had. He made it clear that I would suffer her fate if I was. His threats are weak and hollow, and I shall listen to him for only so long. I have decided to take this time to make my visit to Candlekeep. I have waited a long time to research the prophecies of Alondo, and I must know if the dreams speak the truth. I will not believe the words of the phantoms without proof. And the priest of Baal I confronted gave me nothing. He was old and died quickly in my grasp. If the words are true, I shall surely groom stronger acolytes than this. 11th of Chess, 1366. My research has gone well. The monks here at Candlekeep have been quite helpful. From what I have read, it would seem certain that the blood of Baal does indeed flow through my veins. His prophecies are, of course, ambiguous, but I think I understand them. He foresaw his coming death and seeded his essence across the land. The children born as a result bear the marks of chaos, have power with no direction, and shall feel the blood of a god within them. The deaths they bring shall awaken the Father, and through them he will rise. It does not explicitly say, but obviously this means that death wrought by the children will cause them to ascend. Fitting, and since the Father was the Lord of murder, proving one's worth must involve an act of accordance with his portfolio. I began to see what I must do. Death on a godlike scale. Well, that sounds bad. 3rd of Tarsok, 1366. The monk Gorion troubles me. He seems to have taken an interest in my readings. I must be careful to be more clandestine in my research. I wish I could simply kill him, but I doubt I could safely murder him within this damnable library. 11th of Tarsak, 1366. I had a dream this night. My mother was talking to me, and as she did, her face became bloated and discolored. Her voice became weaker as she spoke to me, telling me to save her from Realtar. I could see the garrote cutting into her neck, but I did nothing. It was only a dream. 27th of Tarsak, 1366. I take leave of Candlekeep now, and not a moment too soon, for I am sure that Gorion has perceived my heritage. One thing that I am certain of, Pompey is in actuality one of Baal's brood as well. Pompey has all the markings and would explain Gorion's curiosity in my studies, though there is nothing I can do now. I will have to make certain and return and kill the little brat. It would be foolish of me to let one of the siblings live, especially one being brought up by the Harpers, and I am sure that there is Gorion's allegiances lie. 5th of Myrtle, 1366. Today I met with Realtar at Baldur's Gate. The fool still insists on calling me his son, and for now I will let him. He assumes that I am loyal to him because he raised me. Well, loyal I am, but only as long as he is useful. He set up a base in the mansion of a destitute noble family, and says that everything is running smoothly. Molahay has established himself at the mines of Nashkel, and his kobold minions should be already busily contaminating the iron ore. Only a few slaves have begun to mine out the ore at Cloakwood, though Realtar assures me that once the bandit raids begin, we'll have a steady supply of new slaves. 8th of Hammer, 1367. I met with the leaders of the Chill and Black Talons. I have little liking for Ardener or the leader of the Chill, but Targaz seems to be a man of his word. It is a good thing, as I'll have to work with these mercenaries for the rest of the year. 3rd of Tarsak. Everything proceeds well, and the ore coming from Nashkel has started to deteriorate, and my mercenaries have been doing a fine job of destroying any iron caravans en route to Baldur's Gate. Though some of my mercenaries have been captured, most think it's the work of the Zents, so no trouble has fallen on the Iron Throne. I am sure that the Zents and the Darkhold won't be pleased to know that their name has been falsely used. I will have to be wary of Zentish agents in the coming months. 28th of Tarsak, 1368. I think I now have little time to deal with the old codger Gorion and his little whelp. I will have to inform my men that I'll be gone for the next few weeks. Something of Myrtle. No time to write, but I must not neglect my journals, so the future dead must know of how the Lord of Murder again came to them. I shall hire a scribe when time allows. Things have not gone completely as I have planned, but I will still have to move to salvage the situation. Pompey is on the move to Baldur's Gate. If I could maneuver the whelp to Candlekeep, then I would have the perfect scapegoat for my plan. My mortal father, Realtar, is there to meet with the Knights of the Shield. He has been blocking all my attempts to escalate the hostilities between and Baldur's Gate, and these meetings will only serve to smooth relations. I must rid myself of them all and assume control of the Iron Throne myself. I cannot allow petty business and monetary concerns to interfere. Terribly sorry, Father, but my true parentage calls, and you are in my way, and I shall be sure to instruct the doppelgangers in the exact manner Realtar should die. I think a garrote would be perfect for the task. This diary looks to be important. You should probably keep it in your person. Okay, well, that's the first time I've ever seen that sort of disclaimer. Sarevok, I have received your letter, and I am quite overjoyed by your proposition. I have told my wife, and she is excited as I am. I accept your mission and think that your payment is very adequate. This will be our greatest feat yet, to kill 3 Grand Dukes of Baldur's Gate. We'll be arriving Baldur's Gate within a week, and you should be taking up our usual residence at the Undercellar. If you wish to contact us, you'll find us there. Use the access points through the sewers. Says Sarevok. I must say that our first victim was not a challenge that my wife and I had expected. The foppish idiot had only the most token of defenses. However, I can assure you that Entar screamed quite deliciously all the way to the end. I hope that this was the next mission is much more difficult. From what you have told me, it would seem to be assassinating 2 Grand Dukes in their own palaces while they harangue the high nobles of Baldur's Gate, no less. I can't wait. You still know where to find us. You should come down and enjoy the pleasures of the Undercellar for yourself. If I know you, that'll never happen. Okay.
What
whatever they need.
By Helm. Yeah.
So, I wonder if I can save now. Or rest. Nope, cannot rest in here. So, Krysten and Slythe are dead. Cythandria is dead. So that only leaves having to save the Dukes and killing and Sarevok. So I need to also save Sarevok if it's possible. What is this? I have acquired Sarevok's diary. Now that I have proof and need to stop him. That faded too quickly. Okay, well, let's see here. I wonder if this is it. Yeah, I've acquired Sarevok's diary, and now I have the proof I need to stop him. I must prevent him from being declared a Grand Duke, but I doubt I'll be allowed entry to the Ducal Palace without explicit invitation. Such an invitation may be found with his lackeys hidden away in the undercellar of the city. I can access the undercellar through the sewers, of which there are many entrances scattered about the city. Oh, great. Upon entering Undercellar, I was accosted by the assassins Slythe and Krysten, associates of Sarevok. Among their bodies were important documents on it. What documents on their body was an invitation to Ducal Palace, my next destination. Okay, so it says that I already received the invitation, although I don't really recall picking one up. Let's see if one of these are the invitation. No. 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 Slythe, the time to strike is now. The party comes up on the night of my coronation. You will join up with me on my doppelganger associates at the sewer entrance of to the palace. You are to insinuate yourself into the crowd of the ballroom. When I have finished my speech, you will strike. If you aren't there, my doppelgangers will proceed without you, and your payment will be forfeit. Make sure to keep a leash on that little bitch of a wife. An invitation to the party is included with this note. So this is the invitation here. And what is this? This is an invitation inauguration to the newest Grand Duke of the Baldur's Gate. It will be held at Ducal Palace. Present this information to the guard at the gate, and you'll be allowed entrance. Okay, and then there's another invitation. And these are just other letters. Never did find a use for the stupid idol. So... So what I need, okay. There'll be tensions between us and there will be war soon, and plague and pestilence better than us, I say. Plague and pestilence, what from? Do you really think there will be war? It's inevitable now, I figure. That's why we need someone like Sarevok as Grand Duke. He's with the Iron Throne, and they got good iron. Funny how something like iron can win a war for, yeah, or at least make it a little shorter and make it livable for us poor folk. So, just giving me an idea of what the popular consensus is amongst the laity. I'm going to head over here, and in we go.
As you will.
And I'm being approached by, I think, a named NPC, or is he just on his way out? He's on his way out.
You want some whiskey?
Okay, and I want to rest. I am going to have a good night's rest. And I don't know what the heck happened. All of a sudden he left. I'm going to make sure that she has the appropriate spells. I don't think I need to know any sort of protection spells right now. All I need are spells that are going to kill my enemies good, and I mean real good, kill them dead. So what is this? This is a detect evil spell, isn't it? Yeah, I don't need that. And what about maybe resist fear? Do you have resist fear memorized? No, you have a power word sleep though. He has resist fear, so I don't need to worry about that. Maybe mirror image for extra protection of my mage. Why not? Okay, a couple of disruptions, remove magic. So this is like an AoE a debuffing spell, but it only has a 50% chance of being successful. So but looking at the other spells, it doesn't look like there's anything all that good. Maybe detect illusion would be more useful, since it would show me if there are any fake enemies that I am encountering with the upcoming fight. Dispel magic and remove magic. I think I'll go ahead and learn remove magic, because this will provide a 50% chance for me to dispel anything such as like fear or confusion or feeble-mindedness, stuff like that. So we'll keep confusion. That is a good one. Greater Malison. And this Sunfire is a very deadly spell. But for it to be most effective, the enemies have to be right next to my mage. So I think I would prefer something like Feeble Mind, which would take the enemy out of combat temporarily. But that just works on one creature, when I could use Chaos, and then they have to roll a save roll and a -4 penalty in order to prevent from being having the force be run around. So Chaos is already going to be one that I'll use. Domination also sounds like a good idea, so I'll be able to possibly take one of their strong allies and use that one against them. So, and then let's see here. And there we go. So those are the spells that I'm going to use. Save, and guess I'll go ahead and save here. I mean, resting prior to Ducal Palace Coronation event.
You want some whiskey?
Okay, so now I'm going to head directly to the Coronation event.
The stuff of legend, right, Boo?
This time, as I'm playing through, I'm just not very concerned in terms of the amount of time that I have. I'm taking all the time that I need. I am visiting all the vendors that I want. I'm showing a little bit of restraint in terms of who or the beeline path that I'm taking in order to go places. It seemed like the only time that I really needed to be worried was entering back into Baldur's Gate. I wanted to avoid the Flaming Fist right away, and going to the Underbelly and defeating Krysten and Slythe was a good call, I believe. And then so exiting the Underbelly and then turning myself into the Flaming Fist, and then using like a particular tact. I wasn't being a fool when I was talking to the leader of the Flaming Fist, the new leader, Angelo Daros, who actually wound up not taking one of the lives of one of my party members and putting me into the cells. So when I got out, then I spoke with Tomoko right away, but there was a visible lack of any sort of Flaming Fist, because I believe that the first time that I experienced that that encounter. There was a Flaming Fist guard waiting there at the front with Tomoko, so that also proved to be a problem, since I had to play the avoid the Flaming Fist game. And but the second time when I was trying to talk to Tomoko, yeah, there was no Flaming Fist soldier there, so I was able to talk to her very easily in order to get the side quest, or the alternate ending option, that was to save Sarevok. So after carefully reviewing all of my documents in my inventory, I found out that I actually do have invitations to the Coronation event, so I am just going to head directly there and hopefully defeat Sarevok and finish the game. Sorrel. Well, keep your head down before they clip it from your shoulders, fool. People are saying that you killed the leaders of the Iron Throne. There's a good price upon your head. Don't you realize a price on my head? And you'll not take it. I can take care of myself. There's trouble in the Fist, Compay. Big trouble. Duke Elton's fallen sick and Scar was killed, supposedly in a simple robbery. But I have my doubts. It's all Angelo. He's making a power grab, taking control of the Fist, and with Scar out of the way, there's nothing to stop him. I've seen him paying visits to the Iron Throne too, and I don't like it one bit. There are some of us that are still loyal to Elton, and lucky for you, I happen to be one of them. Please, for your sake and ours, keep your head down, and if you get the chance, sniff around the Iron Throne's base. If you can find a way to talk to Duke Elton, even better. Then they're keeping him in the middle of Fist headquarters. Damn it, Angelo will pay dearly for this, and I hope it's soon. So the purpose of this NPC was just to give you some guidance as to how to proceed through the last part of this, the last few encounters of this game. But I already knew everything that he told me, so what he had to say was merely food for thought. So here's the guard, and I have my invitation, so he should let me in. There should be no reason for him to say no. Here are the invitations. Could you let us now, please? We're in a hurry. Don't be so impatient. Let's take a look at these invitations. Yes, they look authentic. Okay, you can enter. Finally. So I'm going to save again, because unlike other games, this game is going to force you to save just before the final encounter. I'm just making a guess. I don't really know if this is the final encounter or not.
I serve the Flaming Fist.
Could you please enter your invitations? Here are the invitations. Thank you. You may pass now. So now I've lost my invitations, but it doesn't matter because now I'm on the inside, and there is Sarevok belt. Now that all of our guests have arrived, we can begin the ceremony and hope we've been waiting. As all you know, this is the special occasion for the city of Baldur's Gate. It is time for a person to join the ranks of the Grand Dukes. You do not wish to downplay the tragedy that we suffered with the loss of Antar Silvershield, but this is not the time for us to show grief. The votes have been tallied by those submitted by the landowners. The result was nearly unanimous. What of Duke Elton? Has his condition improved at all? If he dies, who will replace him?
What about the rumors of arm mobilizing for war? Why aren't we preparing for war? With our iron shortage, how are we to defend ourselves? Who will give us the iron we need? What of the Zentarum? I've heard that they may be somehow involved. I believe that Elton was poisoned by members of the Shadow Thieves. They're obviously trying to kill our leader.
All of your questions will be answered in due time. You need not worry.
Antar was killed by Shadow Thieves, agents of Arm. If it isn't obvious to the rest of you, it's obvious to me. Arm wants a war.
The evidence we have about Entar's murder does resemble the work of the Shadow Thieves, but...
Resembles? That's ridiculous. The signature left behind on the body was the mark of the Shadow Thieves. Are you blind and stupid, woman?
If I may continue. The signature left behind was very blatant and could have been put there to mislead all of us.
Who would want to mislead us?
Perhaps I could interject something before this meeting degenerates into meaningless bickering.
We are here to welcome our new Grand Duke, so perhaps we should get on with it. Introducing the new Grand Duke, Sarevok and Chev. I am honored to be here with such respected assemblage of noblemen. I accept my new position with full awareness of my responsibilities. I will have many of them. I would first like to address many of the questions that had been asked earlier. The rumors about Am's mobilization for war are entirely true, as it is the involvement of their Zentrum cohorts. But do not worry, we are not bereft of a defense, although the recent Zentish attempt at depriving us of the most valuable war resources, iron, has weakened us. It has not crippled us. When my father was most recently murdered, I inherited his control over the western branch of the Iron Throne. They have a great deal of stockpiled iron, enough for all of our needs. I will grant this to the city to do with you as you will. Unfortunately, our greatest military commander lies on the deathbed, a grievous blow to the city. To ensure that the Flaming Fist is well led, I will be assuming control of the mercenary regiment, with permission from its current steward, Angelo. Wait one moment. That is not in your power to decide. Shut up, let Sarevok speak. Instead of waiting for the war to come to us, we will take it to them. With the Flaming Fist, we should be able to easily take the town of Nashkel and then quickly fortify the mountain pass through the Cloud Peaks. What? Who dares to interrupt? Why, it is me, of course. Oh, never mind. It turns out that the people who are attending this meeting are all doppelgangers. So, with that development, I'm going to go ahead and cast my spells that are going to give me the edge in combat. The Grand Dukes are dead, killed by assassin in our midst. Look, their killers accused of murdering the leaders of the Iron Throne. They must be part of the plot. I don't want them alive. Kill them all. Kill them all. You have failed, Pompey. Is it true? Have I failed?
Yes.
I think it's really rather sad that all of the Grand Dukes have died. Although I don't remember them saying that they were Grand Dukes. They appear to be soldiers, just average soldiers to me. Over here, you. And so, yeah, we'll just go ahead and don't attack your own party members with, let's see, what happens now. This is the end of my game, although I don't know. Your main character has been killed. Okay, that blows. So, yeah, now I'm going to want to stand here in the back. I believe that would probably be best. Okay, what's going to begin our coronation ceremony?
What about with our... What of the... All of your... Enter the evidence. If I may... Oh, perhaps I could interject something. Wait.
Shut up! Let Sarevok speak.
Okay, so who is Sarevok and the Flaming Fist Mercenary? Huh. Well, I don't see Duke Elton here, or the other Duke, the Grand Duke. So I don't know why they're going to shout that the Dukes have been killed.
Yes.
Haste. And Cassie. We need buffs. Okay. Befuddlement magic, possibly. No. I have to be very careful about the spells that I use here because there is a lot of good people mixed in with a lot of bad people, so I'm not going to be able to just cast a bunch of fireballs and then have them all killed. Go ahead and heal yourself. I always want luck. I want Mints to be lucky because I want him to have a lot of crits. So
Yes?
I'm gonna go ahead and cast strike on him. The Grand Dukes are dead. Sarevok just makes a proclamation. Although he doesn't really know for sure if whether or not they're dead, he's just I think he's just saying that because he wants to believe that the culmination of all his plans are coming to pass, and it's too late for the good guys to do anything. So I am now being beset by Flaming Fist mercenaries on all sides. This is not a good development. Chaos. I'm gonna need some chaos. I'm gonna need a lot of help here. I'm gonna cast a Monster Wand, and see, she really can't do much of anything that would benefit me other than remove magic, possibly. Sarevok is in the midst of this battle, and he is just a formidable opponent as ever. I'm going to use the potion of Frost Giant Strength on 2 of my characters. And he will use the Fire Giant Strength. So there, and move him out. I want him to be casting spells around the clock. Is all of the enemies that he could see. So he says there's like some sort of fire spell that was cast on my main character, and as a result I died, although I didn't actually see my character take any damage. So I think that's a load of crap. Fire resistance. I'll equip the fire resistance robe.
I stand ready.
My honor.
Yeah, I mean, that was a load of crap. Why, whenever I have this spell that is cast on me, it completely kills me, right? I mean, it was just cast on me. It didn't actually do any damage, so. But otherwise, I would say that everything was progressing well in that battle. I mean, it's not until I think one of these NPCs falls and that Sarevok makes the proclamation that all of the Dukes are dead, and then all of a sudden we have to deal with the Flaming Fist as well, who fall into the mix. So I am going to go ahead and cast this monster summoning staff. That's going to be beneficial for me, and I want her to be out of this fray. I don't want her to die too quickly, but she's got an enemy attacking her, so I need this one to die immediately. And spell thrust. Oh, it's a doppelganger. So, and then I need haste for my party. I need healing for my witch.
Yes?
Helm, give me strength.
Okay. And then now hopefully this doppelganger will get off Dina's ass. I don't have to worry about dying too quickly. And of course, he doesn't want to get off Dina's ass.
Not a problem.
Okay, there. Finally, Dina's safe. So, let's see here. I'm going to go ahead and have Dina hide herself, cast luck on Mint so that he gets more critical strikes. And I think that this has actually been a very fortuitous outcome for this battle. I'm not sure what NPC it was that needed to survive that doppelganger attack, but it was lucky that such brave people as yourselves intervened on our behalf. Is there anything that I can do for you in return? Take a look at these documents we have. Sarevok is the one who tried to kill you, had Entar killed, and nearly killed Elton. So this was the Grand Duke that dies. If the doppelgangers are successful in killing him, he will activate the Flaming Fist, and then they will all kill Pompey, which is my main character. Sarevok's the one who set you up to be killed. You have to kill him now. We have Sarevok's diary. Take a look through it. Sarevok is the one who tried to kill you, had Entar killed, and nearly killed Eltan. So, take a look at these documents. Sarevok's the one who set you up to be killed. You have to kill him now. We have Sarevok's diary. Take a look through it. Sarevok is the one who tried to kill you. Sarevok is the one who tried to kill you. So it looks like there is no option for saving Sarevok. I mean, you're going to implicate him in the murders of the Grand Dukes and trying to usurp control and take over the city. So, wonder what's more convincing, the diary or the documents? Probably, I don't know, documents and diary both. I wonder why they decided to split these dialogue options between these two pieces of evidence. I mean, you basically get them both at the same time. I'll take a look, but if you're wrong, the punishment for such occupations is severe. Those people are the ones who wanted on multiple accounts of murder. Kill them. These people are not to be touched until I finish reading these documents. You don't need to read that document, but since I know you're stupid to take my advice, I'll just take your head. So now here comes Sarevok, and he is aggressively going for the last remaining Grand Duke of Baldur. So we need to kill him immediately using spell thrust. Hopefully this is going to be something that turns the tide of battle in my favor. Just look at how many people are wailing on them. This is not a good day for Sarevok. He is going down. Okay, so I use spell thrust in order to remove any sort of magical protections that he has on him, and then hopefully that'll be enough for us to do normal. Well, in order to damage him more. So I'm going to cast Greater Melisson on him. Hopefully that's going to affect his save rolls negatively, and I'll just keep casting these spells. And I really want to take Belt out of combat here, because I'm afraid that the Flaming Fists are going to turn, if he's able to kill the Belt, that the Flaming Fists are going to turn on me, and then they're going to kill me. So let's go ahead and finish him. Man, he just has so much magic resistance, it's ridiculous. So I'm going to cast the Spell Thrust again. Hopefully this is going to take away any sort of remaining combat spell power that he's benefiting from. I need to pull my guys back a little bit, I think. Because he's too much in that corner. So now, hopefully, you and I aren't finished yet, Pompey. I'll kill you just as I killed Gorion. The only way you'll ever live in peace is if you kill me first. So that was... Maybe that was part of the issue, because he has to make a getaway. It's part of the script. I think it is in your best interest to hunt Sarevok and kill him before he does the same to you. We've seen enough killing. I think you're right. The only problem is finding the bastard. Through the power of my god, I should be able to divine his location. Just wait a moment, and I'll tell you where he has gone. He has teleported to the Thieves Guild. I will dimension you fold to where he has gone. From there, you'll follow him and kill him. Good luck. Well, that's not cool, because I'm not ready yet, you know. I need to rest. I need to get... What is this? It seems everyone's crashing in on the Thieves Guild these days. Where's that huge armored guy, and now you? You better tell me what you're here about, and right quick, or you're in a lot of trouble. We're tracking down Sarevok, the huge armor guy. Where'd he go? He went down the stairs right over there. He was sure in a hurry. If you're going after the guy, it'd probably be good of you to get a little more prepared than you look. Down there's the thief warrens, and they're really dangerous. Go talk to Black Lily over in the storeroom by the stairs. She'll give you some good prices on equipment. I even hear that she sells some magical stuff. Okay, well, one last diversion, I believe. What I really need is to sleep. And if I can't find that, then, you know, I mean, this is just... Anything else that follows is kind of pointless, because I won't have any spells that I can use in order to defeat Sarevok. Blast you all thrice over. I don't even know who you be, but if you're in league with him that cut me down, you can all go straight to Hades. May the spirit of those that built this maze take you down. Shut your yap. I'm looking for the one called Sarevok. Didn't you look injured? Who has done this to you? I mean you no harm. I am only here to find Sarevok. You've got me best wishes if you are hunting him down. Flew by me, he did, and only paused to stick me for the fun of it. Vicious bastard he is. The traps ahead will likely claim him, even with that mage he was dragging along with him. Would you be able to guide me through the traps ahead? Traps be damned. They will not escape me. I mean, no. No, I won't be doing that. I ain't ever seen anyone walk out of that maze alive. Not that you won't survive or anything. I bet you just waltz through without a problem. Yes, sir. I'll just wait here to hear about it, though. I ain't got no wish to meet the undead that maintain her, nor the jellies that keep her clean. Gotta catch my breath, you understand. Where does the maze lead? I don't rightly know, though it is said that there is a city beneath this one. Some archaeologist, smartass sage might be able to tell you more about it. It's not a proper city down there, you understand, but just the remains. Not surprising, really. If the site that Baldur's Gate is built on is so appealing, it would figure that there would have been one built here before. I care a little, nothing but dead down there now. Get moving. I understand. Rest you well. Yeah, whatever. You just be sure to give that Sarevok a shake of steel. So it seems like to me that I might actually have more time than what was impressed upon me by the Duke. His name is Belt. What a name to give somebody. I think that's about as bad of a name as Yeslik. And what does this guy want? Wait, I must speak with you. It's of utmost importance. Will you be willing to listen? What is it you want? Good then, I am Delthor. I represent those who harp. I have been seeking you out for many weeks now. Just recently I discovered that you had left the city some time ago. Things have changed since you were gone. I can tell you everything you need know. No, we already found out through other resources.
With helms.
So he has nothing to say now. What I would like, though, is a tavern and an inn. Maybe just the inn, because I just need to go to bed. I need to rest up. My character's a bit banged up from our last little altercation, and so especially Dina, she's kind of an old lady. She would like to rest her bones, her joints. They're just a little too roughened up.
You want some whiskey?
So tonight we sleep in luxury.
Tonight you sleep hunted by all, and wake in a dream hunted by one.
Oh, neat, a cutscene.
Tonight you are the monster everyone claims you are. The kobold scorned like a rodent. The ogre that children fear comes in the night. The mobs and their torches now come for you, counting you among the creatures you once did hunt. Or so someone would have you believe. Once again you hear the voice. A voice that now makes no secret of its origins. It speaks of destiny and nature, and of evils bred in the bone. It says you will never be free of the mob, that they will hunt you for what you are. Murder and death run through your heart, and accepting that will supposedly give you power. The essence of Baal within you cannot be ignored. But you have not ignored it. You realize that from the first you have fought the very blood in your veins, fought dagger and claw for each victory, and ultimately you have triumphed. With righteous will, you have turned the dark forces within you to good purpose. Whatever the foundation of your being, you have remade yourself in your own image. Amidst threats it does not yet know are empty, the voice tries to play upon your doubts, but finds none. As you stare unwavering, the presence grows weaker and weaker. As it fades from your mind, one warning does stand out amidst the din. It speaks of others that will listen where you have not. Others that will embrace what you have rejected, and others that will be your death. This describes but one man, and you know of no other it could be. He who orchestrated your fall, deceived your comrades, and deserves all that your justice shall meet upon him. Sarevok. He is a debt that must be paid to the whole of the Sword Coast. You awake sure of your cause, and of what must be done.
Alrighty then. So I heard something go ding, and it says that I have gained Draw Upon Holy Might. So that is interesting. What an interesting selection of side spells that I'm gaining as a result of my heritage. It's almost like I am part conjurer and part paladin. But anyway, just going to look over my spells really quick, and then I am going to dash to my date with the devil.
We follow the righteous path, the path of with Helm's blessing.
I wonder what the common folk have to say now.
As you will. With Helm's blessing.
Tromp, 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 tromp. So here we go. I mean you no harm. So I thought that she was going to be the one to sell me some magical items, but it looks like she can't in her current state.
You're a queer
Oh well.
I'm gone.
Maybe it's one of those characters who are just up the stairs over here, who are supposed to sell me some stuff. Maybe it's this guy, Dankog. We're trying it out. Sarevok, a huge armor guy, where to go. So it says, go talk to Black Lily in the storeroom by the stairs. Okay, so there's a storeroom by the stairs. Let's see. Black Lily is her name. In the storeroom by the stairs, they say. There she is.
It'll be the darkest day you never see.
So let's see what sort of stuff she has and if any of it's worth taking with me. Looks like there's some bullets +2 here. She has a lot. I'll just go ahead and buy her whole entire stash. Or
I stand ready.
yeah, well.
Yes?
That called?
By hell,
Off with you
Helm's
now.
blessing.
I've got counting to do.
So let's see here. So go ahead and sell this ring, and so gonna need to bring some more bullets, I believe, for her this time.
Go here. Do that. What about my needs? Watch the where they play as well as I can. It'll be the darkest day you never see before I don't have what you need. They wish my
I'm gonna throw the bullets on the ground.
They wish
My honor is my life.
Off
As you
with
will.
now. I've got counting to do.
Cloak of Protection +1. Who could use it? Who could actually use a Cloak of Protection +1, but couldn't use the Ring of Princes, which was basically a armor class reducing or armor class buffing ring? Let's see. What is this? Cloak of Protection +1 provides armor class. Yep. So it's the same buffs as the Ring of Princes. Well, she doesn't really have much in terms of selection, to be perfectly honest. Would be nice if she had. Okay, well here's a couple of these. These will definitely come in handy. But and what about, here we go. Buy. So now I have these. I'll give 2 to him. Oh, and he has 2 already. So I'll give 2 to him, and he has one of those. So, and do I need a potion of speed? No. Gonna need the strength though. I can almost absolutely guarantee it. We're gonna need the strength in order to do damage to Sarevok. And she can't use this. What is it? It's a potion of heal giant strength. I don't think any of my mages can use it. So it's strictly a warrior thing. These strength potions are... What is this? Potion of clarity. I believe that's strictly a mage thing. Prevents feeble mind. Oh, prevents feeble mind. So definitely want to have this on Minsk, since he's my strongest sword arm. I'll go ahead and save the game. Final Sarevok encounter. I'll save over this. And off we go. So there's apparently a lot of traps in here I'm going to need to turn on. Yes, Liz, find trap spell. And she's just going to have to make her way through here nice and slowly. I want to see how I'm doing for time.